Okay, so today we're going to talk once again about the Milty and maybe a cheaper replacement for it. I've dropped this a few too many times, so it has stopped functioning. They cost a little under $100. I went onto Amazon and found one for less than half the price. It's not a Milty, but I figured I'd give this a break, take it out of its plastic. It is called a Laser. They had a bunch of different ones that all looked the same but had different names, probably made by the same company, from these nice little black cases. They look exactly the same, right? Anti-static tool. If I took the Zerostat Milty 3 Milty off there and put this on there, I'm not sure I could tell the difference. Half the price. It's got the little this one comes with something the Milty never came with. Instructions. Okay, so let's see what we got. Glasses. I need glasses. You're wondering why I'm wearing hats? Because it's cold outside. And sometimes temperature can be very psychological. Outside, the sun is shining, there's snow on the ground, and the temperature is below zero. It's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and it is minus 1 degree. It was minus 13 when I first woke up this morning, or rather when my dogs first woke me up. So we have an anti-static gun, it says. Pistolet antistatique. Pistola antistatica. So we have 3 languages. Laser assumes no liability for any injury to any person that may arise from failure to properly use the product in accordance with the instructions, cautions, warnings, or statement of intended use published in this manual, which Milty doesn't give you a manual. They charge twice as much for what looks like it's exactly the same thing. And they don't give you this little piece of paper. Laser does. Then they give you English, French, and Spanish. Any illegal or improper use of this product. I don't know how you could use this illegally, but they put the disclaimer there in case you figure out a way. If you figure out a way, don't tell me. I don't want to know. Okay. So let's go to the English instructions for those of you that need it in French or Spanish. Take a quick screenshot. There you go. Let me read you the English. Hold the Laser anti-static gun about 12 inches away from the object. Squeeze the trigger slowly. A powerful stream of positive ions projects over a spread of about 16 inches. Release it slowly, and negative ions are produced. Laser anti-static gun lasts for at least 50,000 trigger operations and requires no power supply, batteries, or refills. The ion indicator. This test device has been included to indicate that there is a release of ions when the Laser anti-static gun is in use. Insert the ion indicator in the nose of the Laser anti-static gun and then slowly squeeze the release trigger. The neon tube gently glows. NB. Don't know what NB is. This effect is improved if the foam-covered end of the ion indicator is held against a domestic water pipe radiator, or any metal object connected to Earth. The ion indicator should be removed when using the Chi laser anti-static gun for normal operation. It's nice that they told you that, because the Milty came with this. And you never really knew what it's about. Now, when it pops, it lights up. That's interesting, because so now I'm going to try it on my Milty here. Interesting. So this says it is like barely still working. I did drop it several times. Interesting that when it clicks, it lights up. Now, I was always under the impression that you had to use this so slowly because when it clicks, it's not working. But according to the light on this, when it clicks, it is working. So there might perhaps be some misinformation there. The other thing that I think does make sense is that, you know, you're putting positive ions. You don't want to put those negative ions back. That's what I saw in a video, and it makes sense to me. Don't know. That's the way I've been using it lately, and I found it to be effective. So I'm going to be using that one, the Chi laser. Half the price of the Zero Stat Milty. I can't tell the difference. Let's see if I can point everything right at this. You know, you look in. Everything looks exactly the same. Anti-static. Let's look up at the triggering mechanism. The only thing is that the Milty has this little sticker on it. This one does not. If you look down in, you can't see, the lighting doesn't show, but the bits and pieces on the inside all look identical. Everything looks exactly the same. Which means that if these are the same, you're paying $50 to have the Zero Stat name on this. So, save your money. Half the price. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Let me know what you use for anti-static. In my last anti-static video, I was talking about the Milty. Someone asked me if I have to wear a tinfoil hat. I said I was going to line my hat with tinfoil. I did not. I didn't line this hat with tinfoil. I found the tinfoil was very uncomfortable, so I'm not going to wear tinfoil. Those of you that think I should wear tinfoil, let me know in the comments. I don't care if you think I find that insulting. I don't. I get into the spirit of things. If you think that's funny, I do too. You know, the guy thought he was making a funny comment, so I went with it. And I will, you know, if you make a comment like that in the comments, I will go with the flow, man. I will go with the flow. We live on this earth together. We share it, so be kind to each other. Listen to music. What you like is not going to be what someone else likes. What I like, it may not be what you like. It's all about the music. So enjoy. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope that it's warm where you are, inside or out. Thank you very much. Please hit like and subscribe. You know the routine. Thanks.